It's halftime here at Royal Stadium. CVCA leading Tuslaw 42-0, and we're on the CVCA Sign 330 halftime report, and I am pleased to be joined by the girls lacrosse program head coach Hannah Monis and Megan Marshall, all smiles with her big news this week. We're going to get a chance to talk to both of them here tonight. So, Coach, just named head coach.
Yes.
How's it feel?
It feels great. Thank you. Very exciting. Just happened this week, actually.
But you're not a stranger to CVCA. Tell us a little bit about your journey to CVCA and your journey through lacrosse.
Thank you. Well, yes, I came alongside Jolie, who started the program and has been here as the first coach, and now I'm the second. Jolie graciously let me come alongside of her and co-coach. God just aligned our paths where she was transitioning out of state and I was transitioning back to the state. I'm originally from Stowe. I played lacrosse in high school, then I played at Slippery Rock, and then I had injuries, went to Kent State to finish my degree. They did not have a team, so I played club and then got into coaching. So coached at Stowe, was the head coach at Kent Roosevelt right after Christy Mitchell, who a lot of us now around here know. And then I'm married into a military lifestyle with my husband, so we have been all over, and I spent 5 years coaching in Virginia Beach, and then now we are here. So
we are glad your husband and you moved back to Northeast Ohio, and we're thrilled to have you. You mentioned Coach DePace, who founded the program, was here for I think 10 years.
Yes.
You coached with her last year, and you got a good taste for CVCA girls lacrosse. What was that like a year ago?
It was honestly a huge blessing. I had just recently, a year and a half ago, become a born-again Christian. And so I didn't know that coaching was still in my future. I thought that I had a lot of pride in it at times and it became an idol, and I thought God was taking that off my plate, and I was really okay with that. But then God works in mysterious ways. I have a wonderful friend here, family friend, that plugged me into knowing they were looking for a coach, and Jolie transitioning out, sent my resume in, and they needed me, so I came alongside Jolie, and it has been an amazing opportunity to work with the girls in this atmosphere and put Christ first, and it's been a blessing.
That's great, and what a great story. We'll talk about girls lacrosse here in Northeast Ohio and the Midwest. You coached in Virginia. That's where the hotbed of lacrosse is, on the East Coast and the Southeast area, but it's growing here in the Midwest, and CVCA has put together a program that competes with some of the best lacrosse teams in the state and had a pretty amazing 3-year run that you kind of walked into the back end of.
Yes, so I know you're probably getting into this player, but I did walk into a very different program than there was. I believe it was club, and I played them maybe when I was just coaching at Kent, actually. But so I thought, CVCA lacrosse, still kind of baby lacrosse, and then came into it, and the passion that these girls have, alongside the leadership that they had with Caroline Gage. She came from years of East Coast ball, but then led this program in phenomenal ways. And to have that, to encourage other girls on and off the field, her character is just incredible, and the spiritual maturity of this young lady that works so hard but has so much talent, and it has encouraged other players, and in a good competitive way with Megan, to show what doors can be opened when you work hard and love the sport.
Absolutely. Caroline Gage, a generational player who went on to the U.S. Naval Academy, where she is now as a I don't think they call them freshmen at the Naval Academy.
Plebes.
A plebe. Yeah. So Caroline has gone from top of the heap here in Ohio girls lacrosse to a plebe at the Naval Academy, but she's going to be playing in Division I for the U.S. Naval Academy women's lacrosse team. We look for great things, more great things from her.
Yes.
How do you build off her legacy?
I actually think it's very easy when you have a leader like Caroline, who mentors the girls in, like I said, on and off the field. She set such a building block for these girls of physical fitness, of discipline mentally, physically, and spiritually. She just really was such a good leader, and the girls saw what years of experience looks like, but it also gave them that, when you work alongside some of the best talent, that's how you really grow. And so for her to be here was a beautiful opportunity for CVCA lacrosse, because I would say almost every one of our players starts playing either freshman or sophomore year. We don't have a youth team yet. For middle school, we don't have any feeders. If girls trickle in from other schools, that's the only way we get prior experience. So to have somebody like her come in and be like, hey, this is what good lacrosse looks like. Let's practice with me. And I tried to encourage her that in that last year where, hey, get your friends to go every day and do some wall ball like you were doing, because that's that way you can build up the team. And she did that.
Well, Coach Hanamonis, we are so glad that God has brought you to CVCA.
Thank you.
And then we're going to switch over to Megan Marshall. Megan, you are a heck of a story, and we can't wait to talk to you. So we'll transfer the headset here. We'll give you a moment to get that on. What is it like to play goaltender in lacrosse? And when did you first know that you wanted to step in between the pipes?
Yeah, so it's a really interesting experience compared to other sports that I've played. But basically, you imagine a girl running at you at really fast speeds with a hard rubber yellow ball, and you choose to stay in the way of her wanting to fling it at you. And
whatever prompted you to say, you know what, I want to do this?
Well, originally I was going to be a midfielder in
Right.
lacrosse because I love to run and I love to just be physically active. And then they were looking for a JV goalie at the time of my freshman year, and I was like, why not give it a shot? So I picked up a goalie stick, just threw around with it. I brought it home. My parents were completely against me doing it.
So what did Dad and Mom say?
My dad said absolutely not. He goes, you're going to get hurt, you're going to injure yourself. But they let me try it a bit, and I stepped in goal a little longer, and I ended up falling in love with it and couldn't imagine playing any other position.
I've seen your dad out there. I think he's your biggest fan.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
is. So from the moment you started out, how have you worked on getting better? Because Coach talked about freshman year, you'd never played lacrosse before,
Yeah.
is that right? And
Yeah.
you step in between in the pipes at school. How do you work on getting better from I've never played the game to suddenly I'm actually pretty good at this?
Yeah, so I basically don't have an off season.
Okay, what's that like?
So I finished about my freshman season with CVCA, and I decided to play club, and I played for Maxim Lacrosse. And so I would travel all over the East Coast in the summer and continue to play top teams. And then after the summer, I loved it so much, I decided to play fall and continue to work hard. And in the winter, I started training with Kyle Bernlauer, who's one of the men's top PLL goalies in professional lacrosse.
So PLL, for the fans that are watching
Yeah.
football and are not as familiar, Professional Lacrosse League.
Yeah, so Kyle plays for the Whipsnakes, and he has been sensational, and I've been so blessed and lucky to be able to work with him and learn from his experiences and just take all of it in.
That's fantastic. So you made huge news this week. So we talked about Caroline. You're going to follow in her footsteps.
Yeah.
So you'll be the second CVCA girls lacrosse player to play Division I. What was your recruitment experience like? And you're still only just starting your junior year.
Yeah.
So talk about that.
So mainly it started this summer when I decided that I wanted to play at the college level. And I started with just going to tournaments every single weekend. I was traveling nonstop, basically wasn't home at all this summer. I went to showcases during the week, different college prospect days, and continued to practice with my club team. And then I decided to go to Liberty, which
Right.
I did a 3-day camp there with them for 3 days. I went in not really I don't know if I want to go there. Wasn't one of my top schools. And then once I stayed there and played with the girls and with the coaches and just experienced the campus, I fell in love with it.
It's a beautiful
It
campus.
is so gorgeous.
So as an aside, my wife and I got to go to a wedding there this summer. We've got some friends who've gone to Liberty,
Yeah.
and their kids have gone there. We're driving back through the mountains, and a black bear ran right out in front of us. So you've got that mountain to go through, but once
Yeah.
you get there, it's just gorgeous.
It's so pretty. And I fell in love with it when I was there. And so I continued going to more prospect days over the summer. And then September 1st rolls around.
So let's stop there for a moment.
Yeah.
So junior year starts September 1st. That's when the colleges can come and
That's
finally talk
when-
to you
yeah.
at the start of junior year, correct?
Yes, the D1, well, D2 and D3 can talk to you before then. D1 can start to September 1st. So until then, I wasn't able to have contact. I didn't know how any schools felt about me. So I wasn't really expecting anything coming into September 1st. And then I got a call from Liberty's head coach, and it was really nice to talk to her. And they expressed their interest. I expressed my interest. And it only took a couple days for us to make it official. But
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
I mean, you've still got a second half of a high school
Yeah.
career to go, but you've got that plan for the future
Yeah.
to play at Liberty. So what are some of the teams that Liberty plays, you know?
They played some of the top teams. They played North Carolina this past year. They played Notre Dame. They've played Jacksonville. They've played a lot of
they've
top
got
games.
a top schedule.
Yeah,
at
they
Liberty,
have a hard
so
schedule.
The
but-
Flames, and you'll be there to
Yeah.
stop, to perish all the Flames with the other team in a couple of years. So great, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
What is life like off the field? You talked about your schedule this summer, and it was lacrosse
Mm-hmm.
almost all the time, but I hear you're a pretty good debater. Is that right?
Yeah, so I do speech and debate here at CVCA, and I compete on the team. I started my freshman year as well, so it was another new thing, a new activity for me to do. I compete in a category called Program Oral Interpretation.
What does that mean?
So basically, I take different articles, poetry, and stories on a certain topic, and I put it into like a 10-minute production of one person, and I do different voices and characters, and I've really learned to enjoy it. My freshman year, I was able to make states, and I was a state quarterfinalist. And this past year, I was fortunate to make it back to states as a state finalist this year. I also made to the national tournament and being the first CVCA student since 2014. So that was really awesome.
So, yeah, Coach is giving you a pat on the back, as she should. Congratulations.
Thank
a
you.
well-rounded student, not just an athlete, so you're representing CVCA quite well.
Thank you.
What's been your experience at CVCA like? Yes, just for you as a student here, how have you changed from the time you walked in the door? Did you come in freshman year or did you come earlier?
I came here in 7th grade. So
7th
I've been
grade.
here this is my 5th year now.
Okay,
at
so you've been here a
CVCA.
while.
Yeah.
How has the life at CVCA changed you in perhaps your walk with the Lord?
Yeah, I love that it's a just Christ-based environment. Coming from a public school where they don't really talk about any of that stuff, and you're not really allowed to. Coming here and all my teachers praying before class is starting, and getting on a personal level with like my teachers and adults around CVCA is so nice, and I've grown so many new relationships, including with Coach Hannah here. But it's been really great for my faith and helped me grow.
That's fantastic. Well, congratulations to both of you. Coach Monis, congratulations on being announced this week as the new head coach of CVCA girls lacrosse. Megan, you've got a lot of time in front of you here to set some records and do some great things at CVCA, but we are so thrilled for you,
Thank you.
to represent the Royals at the next level at the Liberty University with the Liberty Flames lacrosse program. I'll say that 10 times fast.
Yeah.
Hannah Modis and Megan Marshall, our guests today on the Science 330 Halftime Report. Thank you for being our guests. The score at halftime, CVCA 42, Tuslaw 0. And we'll be right back with the rest of the halftime report coming right up.